He wasn't a troubled kid. He was the varsity football captain, held a 3.8 GPA, and had absolutely no criminal record. But in just one Tuesday afternoon, his entire future evaporated. He was arrested on charges of felony vandalism and third-degree theft. The college admissions doors slammed shut. Athletic scholarships vanished, all for a $15 bottle of hand sanitizer. He wasn't alone. In the fall of 2021, thousands of model students across America voluntarily turned themselves into criminals. They didn't do it for money. They did it for something more addictive than heroin. Welcome to the Devious Licks, the most brutal psychological experiment an algorithm has ever conducted on humans. How could a harmless dancing app incite a mass crime wave so quickly? Why would smart, well-educated kids be willing to trade their freedom for 6 seconds of virtual fame? We usually blame it on youthful indiscretion, but that is a lie we tell ourselves to feel safe. The truth is much darker. This wasn't a prank. This was mass behavioral manipulation, where the brains of a generation were hacked by two primal psychological mechanisms: herd mentality and the dopamine loop. And the next victim might be sitting right in your living room. Let's rewind the clock before the handcuffs clicked shut. Let's meet Alex. Alex was a ghost at school. No one hated him, but no one remembered his name either. In the real world, he was invisible, but in the digital world, he was starving to be seen. In 2021, after months of pandemic lockdowns, Alex's social connections had severed. He, like millions of other kids, was starving, not for food, but for validation. And then, he saw it. A video lasting barely 10 seconds. Someone stealing a box of masks from school and calling it a lick. Millions of views. Thousands of comments worshipping the thief as a hero. In psychology, we call this social proof. Alex didn't see theft. He saw a ticket to join the tribe, a ticket out of invisibility. His brain's reward system began to whisper, "Do it. It's easy, and you'll finally be someone." Alex's first video hit 50,000 views overnight. That feeling, it was stronger than any A grade he'd ever earned. But this is where the trap snaps shut. Dopamine is a greedy boss. It builds tolerance. What excites you today will be boring tomorrow. TikTok's algorithm is designed to prioritize shock value. To keep the views coming, Alex and thousands of his clones had to up the ante. It was like the boiling frog effect. From a mischievous prank, it mutated into malicious destruction. Individual morality was erased by crowd thinking. They were no longer thinking individuals. They were puppets of the algorithm. They believed they were pranking the system. In reality, the system was playing with their freedom. But the peak of the high is also the beginning of the crash. September 15th, Alex got caught. There was no upbeat background music here. No like button. Just the cold silence of the principal's office and the look of utter disappointment in his parents' eyes. The price for 1 million views was a criminal record. TikTok immediately banned the hashtag devious licks to deny responsibility. Alex was left alone with the real-world consequences. The illusion shattered. The online crowd, the very people who cheered him on, had already moved on to the next trend. Alex was no longer a legend. He was just a statistic in a police file. The devious licks trend has passed, but it left a massive scar on the history of American education. It proved a terrifying truth. The line between a good kid and a criminal is thinner than we think. Especially when social media is involved. The psychological flaw here isn't just imitation. It is a dissociation from reality. When we view the world through a 6-inch screen, we forget that actions have consequences. Alex lost his future over a stupid trend. We might laugh at him, but ask yourself, when was the last time you did something just because everyone else around you was doing it? The algorithm doesn't care about your future. It only cares about your time. And sometimes, the price for that attention is your life.